everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Celeste, and today we will be watching Steve Wilkos' Lie Detector Meltdown. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss one of my uploads. And from this point forward, viewer discretion is advised. Before we get started with the reaction, I wanted to thank this comment right here. So this commenter left me this video to react to, so thank you so much for leaving this comment. I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. We will watch it, react to it, commentate on it, and then at the end we will go ahead and read some of the comments down below and see what other people are saying about this video as well.
My husband has been accused of being abusive towards his daughter who has cerebral palsy. He's had his ex-girlfriend say that he abused her also.
I haven't seen my daughter in the past 2 months.
So cerebral palsy.
Accusations that my daughter's mother is making against me. Ever since I've moved on with my new wife and my new family, Christina is just completely jealous of what I have now.
The fact that she can sit there and accuse me of physically abusing my daughter makes me sick to my stomach. She knows damn well that I would never put a hand on my daughter.
Well, the reason I wrote your show is I have a daughter who's 3 years old. She has cerebral palsy. She has come back from his house twice with visitation with fingerprint bruises on her thighs. I have continually had conversations with him about his neglect from he was abusive to me the entire relationship that we were together. Would pull my hair, burn me with cigarettes, spit in my face, lock me in the room.
If you were in a relationship with DV, I don't think there's any way to work around your child not seeing them, unless it's like a court order or you have a restraining order against them, you know, whatever that case may be. So if I, personally speaking, and in my own opinion, if I was in a relationship with a partner and they were doing all of those things to me, and we had a child with a medical condition as serious as cerebral palsy, there is no way in hell that you are going to take that child and be alone with them or, be without me as their mother.
He was abusive when I was pregnant, pushed me into a television belly first when I was pregnant. When I finally did leave him, he had absolutely no contact with her, sent an email or anything to check on her condition until we went to court, and ever since then, she's absolutely terrified of him.
Did you abuse your daughter?
So yeah, that's what I was thinking. They went to court, talked about it, everything like that, but why would you let him see her if he never wanted to be involved in the first place? If your child has a medical condition and the other parent still has not attempted contact, there's your answer right there, that they do not care. He didn't even check on his daughter, when she was born with this condition or, had this condition. It is just not looking good for him, but let's go ahead and take a look and see what else happens.
Put the bruises on her?
Of course.
You better hope you did.
Is it possible that your wife did it?
Absolutely not.
Why do you think she's saying this?
Because she wants to go to Florida with her new boyfriend, fiance, whatever she calls.
Father?
I'm her father. I'm
Really?
not going
What have you done for her? Do you buy her clothes? What did you do for Christmas? You and your wife bought her an outfit from the damn thrift.
So you're not a parent just because you were biologically this child's parent. What makes you a parent is being there for them every single day. It is being there through thick and thin with your other partner. In a perfect scenario, I know sometimes and a lot of times that doesn't happen, but in a perfect world, both parents are in a child's life, doing every single thing that they can, working through being a parent to a newborn, to a toddler, an infant. There are so many different things that go into being a parent, not only as a man, but as a woman too. They have different roles. Just based off the fact that he wasn't there and he thinks that he's a father, but he wasn't even there for the medical part. No, you're not. You are not this child's father. Biologically, yes. What makes you a father, a real father, are your actions. And the same goes with the mother.
Because you were smoking pot with me the first week I was pregnant, sweetheart. So keep lying. Keep lying. Because it's all coming out.
Well, you shouldn't have been smoking pot either whilst you're pregnant.
Smoking marijuana causes lack of oxygen. So when you want to sit there and say that an MRI shows that lack of oxygen, remember, you smoked pot.
You are in a different state of mind whilst you're under the influence of marijuana. And no, it is not as serious or bad as alcohol coming from a hangover, literally from Valentine's Day. Completely different feelings from alcohol to marijuana, but marijuana is still something that you are putting in your body that is changing the way that your brain is, the way that you feel, the things that you do, and you shouldn't be doing that whilst you're pregnant. You're growing a life, and if you have a medical condition and your doctor gives you the okay to use it, that is your own personal experience. But generally speaking, I do not agree with using marijuana whilst you are growing a living, breathing, heart-beating child inside of your body.
Acquired brain injury, which means it happened after birth.
Kara, you married Jim?
Yes,
I know. And another thing, with what I just said, I do not think that smoking marijuana will give your child cerebral palsy.
Sorry.
He's a good guy?
Yes.
He ever hit you?
No.
He ever abuse you?
No.
Spit in your face?
No.
Burn cigarettes on you?
No.
You ever see him do that to anybody else?
No. Why'd you leave him the first time?
I think someone's talking. Have some respect.
Shaking because they're lying.
I don't know. She's getting bitter.
Someone's talking. Let him abuse your son.
Someone's
Christine,
talking.
I gave you a chance. I want to hear her. You see your husband interact with his daughter. How good of a father is he?
Loving. The guy can't get enough of her. His daughter crawls when
It's a little bit that
is
you get.
non-mobile. She can crawl into his lap and sit there and say, da, da.
No, she can't talk.
You love her.
I love her. I saw that girl when it was probably in October, was the first time that I saw her.
And you didn't abuse her?
No, in
You
no
didn't put
way
these bruises
whatsoever. I
on her?
felt sorry for her.
He is the father of this little girl. Why would you come out and say, no, I'm the dad?
Because I'm the one that takes care of her.
This man right here that has been with her every single day, taking care of her, especially with a medical condition. Children with medical conditions, they're very, very hard to take care of. They are. And that's just a fact. That's not putting that child down. That's none of that. It is just a fact. Taking care of anybody with any medical condition is going to be more challenging than not. So I applaud this man for coming into this child's life and taking care of her the best way that he knew how.
He still wants, he's saying, I want to be a father. I want to provide,
We gave him that chance. She came back with bruises one time. We said, you know what? She's 3, mistakes
Do you
can be
think
made.
she was abused?
Yeah.
Twice is
Do you
abuse.
think that
Absolutely.
Do you think that
Twice in a row
you look at these
is abuse.
bruises and you say abuse?
Absolutely.
Brian, we gave you a lie detector test. You were asked, have you ever physically abused Christina's daughter? You answered no. You were asked, did you cause the bruises to Christina's daughter's thighs? You answered no. And the results of your lie detector test is that Brian.
I think that he will tell the truth and his partner will tell the truth. So right now in the comments down below, let me know who you think is going to tell the truth, who's going to pass the lie detector, or who's going to fail.
Told the truth.
So like I said, I applaud this man. He came into this child's life and took care of her when he did not have to, because her actual father didn't have what it took to be a father. He wants to have praise and get sympathy for having a daughter that has a medical condition, but he doesn't actually want to put in the work of what it means to be a father. I'm sorry, you're already a deadbeat to me.
Kara, you took a lie detector test? And you're a nurse?
I used to be a CNA.
And you answered no. And the results for Kara's lie detector test is that she told the truth.
Here it comes.
Jim was asked, did you ever physically abuse your daughter? He answered no. Did you cause bruising on your daughter's thighs?
Okay, you guys,
The
are
answer,
you
no.
ready? I don't
Were you
think he's gonna be
physically
truthful.
abusive to Christina during your relationship? And he answered no. And the results for Jim's lie detector test is that he told the truth.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna go after
You didn't do
her.
it.
You're a good guy. Hey,
We've said
another guy.
Absolutely, you
around
didn't do
too,
it?
okay? Well, we
You
can
didn't
both,
do it?
we can both
Absolutely.
be
Okay,
dead.
where did they come from? Can you please then explain? If you did,
You're missing a real good moment now.
she misses every good moment.
I'm not going
I
anywhere,
want them
guys,
to get
all
this.
right?
I want
You
them
didn't
to
do
get
it.
along. If it was an
Okay,
accident,
wow,
that's fine.
so
I don't
maybe
understand.
I was wrong. Okay, well, this got thrown back in my face. He did not abuse her whilst pregnant. He did not abuse his child, so yeah, I'll give you the applause for that. But at the end of the day, he's not a father. He has not been there for this child, and that will never change. He cannot get those moments back. If he wants to be a father from this point forward, then that's on him, and I applaud him for wanting to become a father, but he should have been there from the very beginning. Maybe this situation wouldn't be happening.
Stan,
First of all, I
where
would
the
say,
bruises came from?
I'm proud of you two guys to act like men. Did you cause the bruising on your daughter's upper thighs? You answered no. Did you smoke marijuana after your
Oh
first?
my gosh, you guys, if it comes back that she failed, I feel like such an asshole for talking shit about this other guy, which he deserves it for not being there for his daughter, but at the same time, if she lied about this is gonna be crazy.
Trimester of pregnancy? You answered no. And these are questions that you wanted to know, and that's why we asked them. Besides marijuana, did you use any illegal drugs during your pregnancy? You answered no. And the results for those answers are that Christina told the truth.
I did not want it to be like the last episode. If you guys did not check that out, go ahead and check that out. We did go ahead and look at a very manipulative mother who lied about her. Ooh, actually, I can't tell you. You're gonna have to go watch it and find out. But I'm really, really glad that it was not the same situation. But now it's like, okay, well, how is this child getting bruises? Was it just natural bruises? Was she playing around rough? This was a 3-year-old girl. You know, they get into a lot, but at the same time, they're not 6, 7, 8. They're not able to walk around and, climb trees, get bruises, fall easily. She's starting to crawl. So it's like, you can't just get bruises. A 3-year-old can't just get bruises out of nowhere like that, in my opinion. So what happened to her?
Was Jim physically abusive toward you during your relationship? You answered yes. Did you fabricate the story of Jim physically abusing your daughter? You answered no. And the results of those answers are that you did not tell the truth.
So she did lie about him hitting her whilst pregnant. So that is not good. That is not good at all. You do not lie about somebody, hitting you or mistreating you, especially whilst pregnant. Because, even what I said, he was a trash person for doing that. And now I take that back because he did not do that whilst she was pregnant. So I'm eating my own words.
How could bruises come from?
Why would you lie?
Hold on. I want to read this again.
The doctors.
I want to read this again. Christina, you were asked, was Jim physically abusive toward you during your relationship? You answered yes. Did you fabricate the story of Jim physically abusing your daughter? You answered no.
Fabricate means you are making it up. You are over dramatizing the situation, and you are pretty much basically making up the whole situation.
And the results of those answers are that Christina did not tell the truth.
Wow, Christina.
He was abusive towards me.
I had faith in her. I had a lot of faith in her, and now I am feeling like shit.
I did not make those bruises up. There's doctor's notes upon doctor's notes that they were there. You have them.
Did you fabricate the story?
No, I didn't fabricate the story. All I said is that the bruises were there. I'm glad that it didn't come out that he purposely did it, because what that shows to me is that he needs to go to her therapy sessions. He needs to properly learn how to handle her kicking and spastic episodes, because we have never left bruises on her, and she acts the same way for us as she does for him.
The fact of it is that you're.
And that's what's important, And like I was saying, he was not there when she was little. And she is still little, but now he wants to be there? No, you should have been there from the very beginning. Because I feel like this is why this woman feels this way. Because she didn't have him there when she needed him the most. Learning about how to take care of her daughter with this medical condition. And he's off with his other girlfriend, doing God knows what. She probably feels very bitter. And us as women, we need to do better. If a man is not in your child's life, that's not on you, that's on them. Don't go after them and pretty much hurt yourself and hurt your child trying to get them in your life, because it's not gonna work out. It makes us women look horrible.
You're the only one who failed the lie detector.
And it's especially bad, I'm sorry if I keep pausing, but it's especially bad for women who actually experience DV, not only when they're in a relationship, but in a relationship and they're pregnant. You do not lie about that. You do not fabricate that or make that up. That is just disgusting behavior. So shame on this woman for lying.
Passed up here, okay? You're the only one who failed. Everybody up here passed except for you. So you really need to stop pointing the finger at everybody else. You need to grow up. You really do. You have to grow up. You're not acting like a mother. You want to get up, you want to hang up on a couple little bruises on your daughter's leg? I'll go home and show you bruises all over my son.
You don't take care of your son.
Yeah, maybe I should take a lie detector test.
I'm done.
You really act like a mother. I feel sorry for your daughter.
Oh, did you see what she said to me? She said the same
you're
thing
with
to
a woman that's a liar.
Oh wait, what did she say?
Maybe I should take a lie detector test.
I'm done.
You really act like a mother. I feel sorry for your daughter.
Oh, did you see what she said to me?
I don't know what she said
You're with a woman that's a liar, and it is almost a borderline psychopath from what the way she's acting up here. I'm telling you this right now. She's not a happy person, and you know it. I don't have to tell you this. And you, by staying with her and she continues to act like this, keeps all this drama, you're not going to be a happy person. But for your daughter's sake, I hope the hell you grow up.
So that is the end of the episode. I am actually surprised. Wow, I thought that they were going to pass and the quote-unquote wannabe father and his whatever she is would fail, but I was wrong and the actual mother failed the test. So she only, You know, all she lied about was being, you know, the DV in their relationship while she was pregnant. She did not cause the bruises on her own daughter. Let me know in the comments down below if you were right on who passed and who failed, and let's go ahead and look at the comments and see what people said about this video. So somebody said, I love how both of the men were like, okay, neither of us did it. We're both cool with each other now. Yes, that is very, very good. That is very mature of them. So somebody said, she is a liar and I'm glad she was called out on it. I hope they get custody of the daughter. So I do not agree. I don't think the biological father and his girlfriend should get custody. I do not agree with that at all. So somebody else said, anyone who makes false allegations about DV or CA is the worst type of person, especially since these allegations can ruin somebody's reputation regardless if they're innocent or not. So and I agree with that, just based off the first couple of seconds knowing what this man was accused of, I already did not like him. And that's just our human brain, you know, judging. And judging people is a normal human thing. We judge people all the time. It may not be because of their weight, because of how they look, but their actions. We should judge a person's actions first. And he didn't do it. So, you know, I applaud him for not doing that to his child or his, you know, girlfriend at the time when she was pregnant. But at the end of the day, he still has not been there for his daughter. So to me, in my opinion, he is still a deadbeat dad. So somebody else said, maybe you should take care of your son better. So that's what she said at the end there when Steve said, well, my son has a bunch of bruises, you know, this and that. How rude. What a cheap shot. It shows how mature she is, acting like an adolescent throwing a tantrum. So I agree with that as well. That was very inappropriate to say, especially about Steve, who does this for a living. I'm definitely sure he is not like that at all in any way whatsoever. So it was definitely a low blow to say that about him, especially on live television when you're the one in the hot seat. So somebody else said, she's a big liar. Children get bruises. So I agree with that as well, but just the age that this baby was, 3 years old, she was just starting to crawl from what they said. A 3-year-old who's just starting to crawl, I don't think they're going to be getting bruises, you know, consistently on their legs or anything like that. Like I said, if they were, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 and up, and they're like that around that rough stage where they're going outside, climbing trees, you know, doing a bunch of activities in the house, of course that is realistic. I had a bunch of bruises when I was that age because I was a wild child, you know, a high imagination. But a 3-year-old baby who has a medical condition, we just heard that it makes it hard for them to walk, crawl, talk, just do basic interactions. It's still a little weird to me that this child had bruises consistently like that. Somebody said 534, cracking her knuckles like she's intimidating somebody, or 528, look at her cracking her knuckles like she's ready to
Here it comes.
and rubbing her hands. Like, knowing that she failed, that's a little funny now because, you know, obviously we know that she lied. This episode was crazy, not that eventful, but it is pretty sad that she did lie. It's not okay to lie about your partner, especially in a DV relationship, and when you're pregnant, it's not a good look for you, you know, when it comes out that you're lying about it, and it's not a good look for your partner either, because as soon as I heard that, I judged him immediately. And those things stick with a person forever. Just like when people, or men mostly, are accused of, you know, touching a child. You do not want to say that if it is not true. That changes how people view that person for the rest of their life. So the fact that she lied about her child pretty much getting, you know, hurt, that's just disgusting, and I really hope that she can learn from this and grow up. That is it for today's video. Like I said, leave me some comments down below, get involved, let me know what you think, and definitely leave me some recommendations down below. I do have a bunch of videos that I want to record that I found involving different child cases, so we're definitely going to be covering those coming up very, very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.